We're going to have just some moments of gratitude this evening. We have a wonderful guest lined up. We have flown her all the way in from California. She's in the green room. And we just excited as we close out the month of October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And as you will notice in a moment when I come on camera, I have on a pink shirt. And they do say real men wear pink. So y'all hold tight and we're going to get the show started. Well, good evening, everybody. This is a special show. We usually come on at 10:30 in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we have a very special guest today that carved out a few moments of her time. She's a mutual friend, and she is a beautiful young lady. She just got back from the Millennium Tour, I believe, the Millennium Tour. Yin Yang showed out, Soldier Boy showed out, and us older folks know about these singers. This generation be like, who in the world is a Yin Yang twin? You know what I'm saying? And so she just loves life. And I thought that this would close out the month to have her on. She's a breast cancer survivor, and she just want to share her testimony with us this evening. So without any further ado,
Hello everyone. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so let's examine our breasts. You can start by looking at your breasts in the mirror. See if you notice any skin changes, dimpling, or discoloration. Try repositioning your arms to see if that leads to any changes. For the physical exam, put your arm over your head and start feeling with 3 fingers. Remember to do it in a regular pattern so you know that every part of the breast tissue is felt. You can do this in either a circular motion, a vertical motion, or a horizontal motion. It's important to do this often, at least once a month, because then you know how they usually feel and it's easier to notice any irregularities. You can do the physical exam either in front of a mirror, in the shower, or lying down. At the end, squeeze around your nipple to see if there's any discharge or fluid. Now repeat on the other side. If you notice any changes, report to a medical professional.
Good evening, everybody. Listen, I want to introduce everybody to my new friend, Miss Sheree Hendrix. Good evening, young lady. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine. How was your day today?
It was good. It's over though. So I'm happy.
I know that. Well, how was the concert that you just went to?
Oh, it was. I was dancing the entire time.
Really?
I figured out I didn't know all the words to the songs though.
I know.
But I was singing.
Amen. I run into that same thing. Listen to a lot of these older. So I'm like, I thought I knew the words, Well, introduce yourself to everybody. Who is Sheree Hendrix?
I am 47 years old.
Okay.
I have 3 girls, 26, 20, and 15.
Okay.
And I live in San Diego. I was born and raised here, and I work for insurance company.
Amen.
I've been there about 13 years.
Okay, that is awesome. And what I would like you to share with us, and basically this is your hour. I just want you to give us your testimony, and let's start here. Let's unpack your journey here.
Okay.
How did you and help us men, because men are ignorant to this. How did you realize, or what told you something may not be right with your body? What was going on?
So it started at work.
Okay.
So a couple of people passed away like back to back. And I was like, it just had me thinking, you know what, when's the last time I've been to the doctor? So that was the start of it.
Okay.
So I was like, I just turned, I believe it was like 42 or something. And I was like, let me go get a physical because they're free. I mean, if your yearly physical exams, if you have medical, there's no cost.
Okay.
So I just went in and I started talking to the doctor and I was like, for my age, shouldn't I get a mammogram? And he was like, no. And then I was like, in my mind, I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. So I kind of questioned him a little bit more. I said, are you sure? And he was like, well, do you have family history? And I was like, yeah, my grandma and great grandma. And he said, that's not considered immediate family.
Okay.
So I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
So then he says, well, I'll schedule one if you like. And I was like, yeah, do
How about that?
So when I went in, they had like Saturday appointments. It was really easy. I thought it was going to hurt. It did not hurt.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is easy. This is great. I should have did this a long time ago.
Right.
So then they called like a week later and they were like, yeah, the doctor wants you to come back. And at the time I had braids. So I thought maybe one of my braids got into the machine and that's what they're saying. Okay. Because there's nothing wrong with me. Right. So I had to go back again, and then they did do more of a, they kind of smushed it in there.
Yeah, a deeper dive, if you will.
Yes, they did more, which was fine. I mean, it was only like just for a little bit, and so just the look on everybody's faces. Wow. I knew something was off. And I was like, okay, I see what you see on the screen, but what does that mean? Is it a cyst? And they're like, oh, not to worry. We have to do a biopsy. Right. And I don't know what that means. There's a lot of stuff that they use. Yes, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. All I know I heard was needle. So they did they put a marker and then they took some fluid and, to test it. And they were like, I do remember them asking, how do I want the results? And I said to them, well, just call. I don't understand. Right. Because there's nothing wrong. So there's no big deal. Right. And you still were of the mindset that you were good because you had no physical indication that anything was wrong. Right. There was no feeling, and it was right in the middle. Oh, so wow. I never felt it. I never knew. I wasn't sick. I wasn't feeling anything. Okay. When then they called me, I was at work, and the lady, I missed her call, and then she saw, oh, call me back, and I was like, okay, it sounds good to me. Right. Like, are you sitting down? I'm like, yeah. And she said, where are you? I'm like, I'm at work. Why? And she's like, sorry to tell you this, but you tested positive for breast cancer. I was like, wait a minute. Wow. I don't understand what you're saying to me. At that point, I had to get off the phone with her and just, because I was at work, and that was just the worst feeling. Amen. I guess it was the unknown. Right. He was using these big words, and all I was thinking is, am I supposed to be like dying? My Lord. So, and you in shock right now. Yeah. Right. And then everybody around me is like, what's going on? Are you okay? And then that just made it worse. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So how did you broach it with your family? How did you stay strong for your family, or what were your immediate comments to your family? Well, first, when I got home and was able to look it up to make, to understand what they were trying to tell me, then I felt better and more at ease. Okay. Because I caught it early. That's it. So if you had to give the women today, and even the men, for us, we battle with some physical ailments as well. So one of your encouragements will be for everybody, and I'm taking notes. One of your big things that you want everybody to do is early detection, as early as possible. Right. Early detection, and then be an advocate for yourself. Had I not, that is good. Question. Come on, that doctor, I would have never known, and I would have went on with my life. And then I found out later on, because I was under the impression that you have to be over 40 to get a mammogram. Okay, but one of the nurses say they changed it to 45. Really? I love. They don't tell you that part. I love what you just said, Sheree. Mm-hmm. Be an advocate for yourself. Yeah. So what really made you push the issue? Because you could have just said, well, okay, never mind. I won't worry about it. What made you push yourself to get the test? Well, I remember that my grandma had to have a breast removed. Okay. So maybe that was playing in the back of my mind, and plus the other people that just passed away at work, and life goes on. Like, everybody just kept moving on. Isn't that amazing? Wait a minute. Right. Why is nobody, I don't know, promoting? I know as African Americans, a lot of us don't go to the doctor because we don't want to know. But for me, it actually helped me finding out early so I can get it, live a healthy life and continue. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. So when you how did you tell the family? How did you broach the subject with your family? It depends on the person.
Okay.
So, I did, go step, each individual person, but when I did tell the girls, my daughters, I just kind of approached it in a positive way instead of being all sad. So I had got all the crying out.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I did realize at first you're upset, at first you're sad, but everything is still moving on.
That's right. That's good. That's good. Wait, Sheree, are you saying life didn't stop?
No, because you have cancer? No. They were like, sorry to hear you got cancer, but your bill is still due.
I'm taking notes. So what you basically trying to tell everybody, and I'm taking notes because my followers, we watching, and this is good. So what you basically saying, you got to keep living.
Yes, you do. No one's going to stop.
Nobody's going to stop.
Like I did cry. I was upset, but then it snapped. I have kids to take care of that depend on me. I have things you know what I mean? So
that's good. That's good. I'm writing that down. That's good.
My personality, I guess. I kind of get over like what we need to do next. That's what my thing was. Okay.
Wow.
So now that I know this, what is the next step?
That is good. I saw you did some anniversary pictures and a quick video, and you walked down memory lane. And I saw a picture of you and your brother, and you had a kind of a hair situation going. And basically, he said, "Sis, I got you." And he's a barber. And so, tell us how that happened, where you went from this beautiful mane to you pretty much look like me for a minute. Come on, what happened?
So, the doctor is very nice. She's a gynecologist. And no one mentally prepares you.
Oh, that's good.
For losing your hair.
Oh, wow.
I wish somebody would have kind of told me what was going to happen. So when she said it's going to come out, I was like, there's no way, because my hair is so thick.
Right.
There's no way all my hair is coming out. So I didn't believe her. And so I noticed when I tugged at it, like it was lifting. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, I'm not going to touch it.
Right.
I tried to save it for a whole week.
This is so good.
And then, me and my brother, he was like, you need to get out, walk and stuff. So we were going walking. And I go, oh, look, my hair. I can pull it and it's coming out. Right. So that's where the video came in.
That was good.
Videotaper me.
Right.
So he was like, we should just cut it all off. And I was like, ooh, okay. It was very devastating.
Really?
It was hard.
So how did you get to the place where you say, you know what, let's do it. You kind of talk to yourself and had a conversation with yourself. What kind of walk us through those mental gymnastics?
It wasn't my choice. So remember I told you I didn't want to touch it. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to cut it, let me go home and wash it. Okay. When I went to because of the chemo. Yes, ma'am. When I put the water and the shampoo on the hair, it turned into a Brillo pad. Wow. Yes, and it started to lift from my scalp. Wow. So it was like patches all over. So you have to cut it at that point. And
by the way, you and I hope you take this the right way. You got the perfect head for a bald head.
I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I don't have a bunch of gifts. But the only thing is you couldn't hide. I mean, maybe I could have. Right. I didn't wrap it up. I didn't put a lot of wigs on. I instantly got hot from the chemo.
Yes, ma'am.
It makes me, real hot.
Right.
So, the people seeing me, maybe that was my issue. It's not that I was embarrassed. It was like they're staring at me, and I'm like, why is everybody staring at me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And you know what I'm picking up, and this is what I share with my fellowship all the time. Uh-huh. It's how you deal with the news, and everybody has the news. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just from talking with you and the conversation we've had offline, you're a very positive person, and I'm sure that helped you deal with your family and your girls. Mama got to be strong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so how are you today? Give us an update. How's Sheree today? October the 28th. How are you today?
I'm good. I did finish all the chemo. It was long. Everything I had to do, a bunch of chemo, and then I had to do radiation. Okay. And I did do the double mastectomy. Okay. So that was, and then I got the implants put in. Okay. Okay. So it was long. It was like 9 months.
Hey man, that's a process, isn't it?
It's a process. It's
So
slow.
So
I'm very impatient.
Amen. So now, and you just said a moment ago, and we got about 5 more minutes in the interview. You said be an advocate for yourself. So
Right.
what do you tell like the girls and your girlfriends and family members and cousins and aunties and coworkers? What's your message today for everybody?
My biggest thing is I used to go to the doctor and just assume they're there to take care of me.
That is
and
good.
Then I didn't question. I didn't, I just was like, well, he didn't tell me to take vitamins. I'm not taking them. That's not how it works.
That's good.
The doctors are human just like us. And if you don't communicate your concerns or ask questions, then you're going to be, missing out on something.
That's
so
good.
Like now I'm like, so what does this mean? There's a soreness right
Come
here.
on.
Doing
Come on.
the x-ray, should I be taking these vitamins? What else should I be doing? Like that. I ask a lot of questions. You're paying them and you should be asking questions. And look it up on the internet. If you have some questions, you go back to them. I saw this on the internet.
That's
what do
good.
you think?
That
get
is
a second
good.
opinion. You can always get a second opinion.
That is so good. That is good. You look fabulous, my friend.
Thank you. The sun is hitting me real good.
That sunlight is awesome, isn't it? That is good. So what's next for you? What's in the upcoming months and years for Sheree? What's next on your agenda?
Well, I do go to as far as the cancer goes, I do have to get a shot every 3 months to keep my hormone levels down because they were through the roof.
Right.
And so my particular cancer was hormone driven.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to stay healthy and I'm constantly on the go.
Amen.
Because when I was having the cancer, I couldn't go anywhere and I regretted it.
Wow.
I was like, dang.
Wow.
I wish I could go to the beach. I could go to the beach, but I wanted to go on vacation.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm telling you guys, do not waste your time. Do everything. Don't wait because you never know.
You just never know. You just never know, dude. Well, I appreciate your story. I appreciate you spending a few moments with us, and I'm very thankful that life is just moving for you, and you're having a good time. And so, give all those girls a high five for us, okay?
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're gonna let you go, and thank you for spending a few moments with us. We appreciate you, and like I said, this is on my YouTube channel, so you can watch it until you get tired. All right?
Okay.
And you look good. Hey, you look good on camera too.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, that was Miss Sheree Hendrix, and just a beautiful, beautiful testimony. And you guys hold tight. We're going to run to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WALTERHSIMS. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.
Hey, if you're sitting there on my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We on our way to 1,000 subscribers. And I know all of you out there have way more subscribers than I do. But hey, in order to get to 1 million subscribers, you need to get to 1,000. Before you get to 1,000, you need to get to 600. And so we on our way. We have more today than we did yesterday. Hit that bell notification so you'll know when we go live. I just want to talk about one quick thing before we get out of here. I just appreciate that interview so much, and I like what she said. And I talked about this in class today. Purpose, you exist for a reason. And I don't care what everybody else is doing. When you look in that mirror, you have a reason to be here. And again, I said that in class today, and I love what Sheree just said. Hey, don't put off. Enjoy your life today. Tomorrow is not promised to us. We talked about that in class. Come on, webcam. We talked about that in class. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody has had a fabulous October. This month is gone. So for the last 2 months of this year, I want you to focus on your why. Why are you here? Les Brown always said the 2 most important days in a person's life is the day that they were born and the day they figure out why. I also love what she said. You have to be an advocate for yourself. Nobody's going to hold your hand and try to help you figure out why you're here. Well, except your coach, of course. But you need to dig that out for yourself. Hey, Crystal, you need to dig that out for yourself. You got to understand that you are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. You have to know that when you woke up this morning, you under contract. And your contract is you are here to do a job. And do you know where a lot of mental anguish come from? You're in the wrong lane. You're not doing that thing that you've been called to do. Come on, webcam. You're not doing that thing you've been called to do. You're either an apple or orange. You can't be both. You got to decide what lane you're going to be in. And sometimes purpose is not sexy. Purpose is not, a lot of times you may not get a lot of fanfare. But if you're living on purpose, you're doing exactly what you've been called to do. And don't get sidetracked by success. Because just because you're successful doesn't mean you're living on purpose. But if you're living on purpose, you're going to be successful. Amen. Come on, Crystal. Let me play this, my coaching video. Let me play another commercial for you real quick.
I am a victim of a...
Hey, Liz, how has it been to have me as your life coach?
It's been a life-changing experience, honestly, Dr. Sims. Since I first met you on Periscope or watched you, you always brought a smile to my life and helped me through the darkest times and helped me learn the methods that would improve my life. I've had a lot of issues over the years with, mental health issues, depression, anxiety, relationship issues, things like that. And I've worked with so many different people, psychologists, psychiatrists, and there's nothing that's been more impactful and made a difference in my life than your coaching has.
Oh, thank you. Do you suggest that people that need a life coach reach out to me?
Yes. Like I said, I hit so many dead ends working with psychologists and even like different, cognitive therapy, different types of techniques. And I have not seen any results from all of that work in over so many years until I finally started working with you. And it's changed my life.
Amen. Thank you. Hey, Liz, what would you say the biggest thing that you have learned working with a life coach?
The biggest thing is to be honest. You have to trust your life coach 100%. And that means being honest with him or them and yourself. And you have to do the homework. No one's going to change it for you. They're there to guide you. They're your coach. They will show you the way. It's up to you to make the change and be honest and trust yourself, trust your coach, and trust the process.
Did I ever tell you what to do?
No. You helped me come to the realization on my own and guided me in a way that made me feel comfortable with the decision and knowing what I have to do inside myself.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Again, I like what Sheri said. I mean, I was writing as fast as I could, but she said you have to be an advocate for yourself. Across the board of your life, you have to advocate for yourself. I say it in class today. This is one of the things I always say. No one will want for you what you should want for yourself. Nobody's going to go hard for you like you should be going hard for yourself. And she said anything pops up now, she's checking it out. And if you don't feel right, get it checked out. If you're feeling some kind of way, get it checked out. And also, this is Depression Mental Health Awareness Month as well. If you're not feeling right, get it checked out. If something just is not right, it usually isn't. And if you're impressed, if the voice of the Lord, if he sends somebody to talk to you, listen. I said that in class today. Learn to listen. Hey, PG, learn to listen. Learn to listen. Be an advocate. Check yourself out. Get a year late. Get an annual physical. Mine's coming up. Check on yourself. Eat better. Drink your water. Exercise. We got 8 weeks left in this year. 8 weeks. And so let's end this year on a bang. Let's advocate for ourselves. Let's check on each other. Let's do some wellness checks. Love your friends. Love life. Of course, love the Lord. And just every day you wake up, it's a new day. It is a gift, guys. Let me get off my soapbox. Let me get off my soapbox. But again, Sheree Hendrix, thank you so much for closing out this month with us. breast cancer survivor, and she loves life. I mean, she's moving forward. She's not bitter. She's not. She said, "Hey, listen, life is going on." She still had to deal with her family. She still had to work. She said, "Bills are still due." She got the announcement at work. Bills still due. Like, guys, we got to keep going. Life happens to all of us, and you don't look like what you've been through. Whoo, that was good. But anyway, we'll be back Tuesday with another show. It'll be November. So the whole month of November, we're going to be dealing with gratitude. Why are you grateful? And before you lay down tonight, put 10 things, 10 reasons why you're thankful today. List them and put them in your gratitude journal, all right? And remember, this has been Dr. Sims. Hey, good evening, everybody. And remember, as I always say, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you.